We play.
We fight.
We conquer.
Welcome back to the Freak Show, ladies and gentlemen. I am your host, Bumpy McSquiggums. We're diving back on into Geneforge 1, Mutagen. And we have our two lizardy boys. I'm sure I gave them names before. Can't remember what those are. So we're going to call them Tim and Todd now. TNT, Dynamite, and all that. You know, you get the idea. All right, we're going to go and we're going to aggro this. Also, there's a couple things I want to do before we actually go crazy here and we start fighting more of the Fioras. I would like to change my order of where my character is. So the way it stands right now are the Shapers up front, but our Shaper is pretty fragile. We want to send wave after wave of our own men, or in this case lizards, into combat. We probably want to take a back seat. So we're going to do so. And additionally, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to add Firebolt, and I'm going to add our heal onto our bar. And I'm okay with that. Alright, it is time to get into combat. Or combat, as it were. I just like to say it weird. It's fine. Into combat! Oh, we failed. We have failed this city. Or maybe we didn't. I don't know. It's fine. Alright. Little green arrow there. It's all good. Let's get to whatever's inside of here. This was a storage warehouse. Well, it still is. But now, instead of housing useful supplies, it holds old trash and rotten sacks. On the counter to the west, something useful remains. There are several thorn batons. Most are dried up and dead, but one looks like it's still alive. Thorn batons are one of the Shaper's most ingenious creations. They are a mix of living and inert matter, plants mixed with a touch of animal, grown in a metal frame capable of firing a long, sharp thorn at high velocity. When unused, they go into hibernation and can live for a very, very long time. Most of the batons abandoned in this room have died, but one has managed to survive. Aw, yeah. Get some new skills and abilities and such. Okay, cool. Alright, we're going to go check out this. What doth we have? Trash and a bunch of broken pots. Nothing else? Alright, we're going to go right over here. We're going to hit G. And it looks like we got a whole bunch of broken batons that are not really worth anything. We got our one baton that is, and we got a couple of thorns coming our way. And these amphora are actually valuable. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to take those. We're going to go into our junk bag. And we're going to drop those bad boys in there. Alright. I think that's it for there. Let's go see if we can find any more of the big old lizard boys. Oh, there's the one right there, in fact. Would you like to be my friend? It looks like the answer is no. Alright, here we go. We're active. Let's get this. Blech. Just vomit some fire up on them. Double fire vomit. We're feeling pretty good. I guess we'll wait. Oh. Apparently we aggroed him. Alright. Maybe we should have got out of turn-based mode, or combat mode as it were, and then maybe moved a little bit, and then we would have been thrust back into combat mode, and we would have been better off as not giving up an extra turn to him to get in range to attack. It's fine. It all worked out, but it's a little bit weird. Alright, so we're going to move around a little bit. We're going to explore everything outside before we go into the building. There's nothing really to explore, to be honest. It's all fine. Alright, the door is opened, and there is a mad thod, huh? Alright. You enter the ruin of a quarantine hall. It is not entirely abandoned. You see another feral creation in the far corner. A thin, mangy thod is leaning against a pillar, barely recognizing its surroundings. The bones of its prey litter the floor around it. A pathetic creature, but dangerous. If you keep your distance, you might be able to slip around it. Some encounters can be evaded with stealth. Foes only notice if you get too close. A question mark warning will appear when you're close to being noticed. Raise your stealth skill to reduce the distance where they can detect you. We could avoid combat. I mean, that is definitely a possibility, but it's not going to happen. Sorry, I'm going all in. Get burnt. Get toasted. That actually did not do that much. We hit him with triple fireballs. Oh, and then we got punched in the face. I did not enjoy that. I think I'm going to try to go over and hit him too. Yeah, we got this. And then I'm going to hit him with a fireball, because that's what I do. Ooh, we got a 12. We got a crit there. So our boy's a little bit hurt here. I guess that's fine. All right, what do we got? We got some stuff up in the room over here. Let's go take a peek inside this cabinetry. I assume this is... Ooh, we got some shoes, which might be a little bit better than the sandals. I think we'll switch them out. I don't see any reason not to do that. There's a book up here. There's a broken crystal, and then regular crystal, and then there's whatever that is. Some weird cat-looking thing. It's all good. All right, let's go over here and see what's up with the book. Let's see here. Notes on combat. Each round, your character gets a base of 8 action points. If you have any action points left, you can do any action. So if something costs 20 points, you only have 1 action point, you can do that action. But if you do that action point when you have all 8 are going to be wasted at that point, right? Doing things consumes action points, and when you're out, your turn ends. Moving and doing actions uses them up. Moving a space costs 1 point. Using an item costs 5 points. Attacking or using an ability costs 9. When you are next to a foe, you can only move 1 space for the rest of your turn. To end your turn early, press spacebar on your character or select the space that it's in. The order in which characters act in combat is determined by their speed. The more agility and quick action skill a character has, the faster it will act. Armor and weapons are heavy. Heavy equipment reduces the number of action points. Increase your strength to increase what you can equip without penalty. It all makes sense. It all works together for good. Ooh, we got experience for that, and it auto-saved the game for us. Look at that. Getting stuff done. We're going to go ahead and do a quick save, too. This was the quarantine waiting hall. People wishing to enter or leave Susha Island through this port waited here to be questioned and inspected by the servant mind. And sure enough, the mind is still here, resting to the north. You marvel at the skill of the shapers who shaped these remarkable creatures. They were given remarkable lifespans. The thing is still alive. The servant mind is a very specialized and useful sort of creature. Once grown, it never moves again. It spends its life in a stone crib made to fit it. Once there, it spends its entire life thinking, remembering, analyzing, and advising the shapers. As you approach, you can see the creature struggle to rouse itself from its slumber. It seems likely that it is eager for company after its years here. Well, that's okay. Sure. Fiora, anything on the ground? No. What about the stuff behind? It's an adorable cat-looking creature, right? Well, probably not, knowing this game. That is not adorable at all. That is terrifying, and I'm very disturbed by it. Just saying. You carefully approach the servant mind, unsure how its long solitude has affected its brain. Fortunately, its eyes are clear and bright, and its body appears whole. It has the massive lumpy skull characteristics of these strange creatures. "Welcome, Shaper. I am Mind Tavit," it says reflexively, reading from an internal script centuries old. "Do you wish to pass through quarantine?" What do I have to do to pass through quarantine? Please allow me to pass through it. What happened to this island? Why was it barred? Are you all right? You have been here for a long time. How about 4? I am functioning properly. I can still do what I was made to do. You don't mind waiting here for so long? I am functioning properly. I can still do what I was made to do. I was not made to have other thoughts. All right, got another question. What happened to the island and why was it barred? I am sorry, Shaper. I am limited to the scope of my knowledge. When I was left here, I was given no further information or instructions. How long ago were you abandoned? I do not know. I have spent all that time in hibernation. The decay in my internal organs indicates that the time was well over a century. I am sorry that I cannot be more precise. Okay, how long has it been since someone came through here? You are the first since I was abandoned. Why was Susha Island abandoned? I do not know. I know a little of its purpose, but nothing of why I was left here for so long. Okay, what was the purpose of the island? Research. Not the most useful answer you could have hoped for, but I have another question. What do I have to do to pass through the quarantine? Allow me to inspect you carefully. If I judge that you have no threatening infections or concealed rogue creations, I will unseal the door to the north so that you may pass. Okay, please allow me to pass through. The creature looks at you carefully. It makes low, soft humming noise. You don't feel anything, but you suspect some sort of magical augmentation is allowing the creature to analyze you in minute detail. Eventually, the noise ceases. Tavet says, I find no reason to impede your progress further. The exit door will open at your approach. Thanks. That's all I needed from you, man. Thank you, Shaper. I will rest and conserve my energy. Yep, you be you, creepy guy. Alright, what is beyond the veil here? On this side of the quarantine hall, you can see another flock of orcs watched over by a servile. Serviles are one of the greatest Shaper creations. They are the most common and valued servants of your people. Intelligent, hardy, obedient, and featuring hands with opposable thumbs. They are also easily controlled. If there are Serviles here, the Isle must not be as savage as you feared. Serviles are weak and easily cowed creatures. If there were any real threats here, they would have been quickly wiped out. Your emergence from this hall is clearly the last thing the Servile expected. He looks terrified at first, then curious. He leaves his flock behind to run and speak with you. He probably wants fresh orders. Sup? The Servile boldly walks up to you. You inspect each other. It seems to be the same design of creation with you, or with which you are completely familiar. Same hunched posture, number of limbs, and so on. It looks very surprised to see you. However, it doesn't have the attitude of immediate obedience you have come to expect. It seems more curious than anything. After a few awkward seconds of staring, it speaks. I don't think I'm mad. It's a Shaper. The Shaper has come at last. Oh, it has been years since anyone has come through that door. A Shaper has come. This is so wonderful. Oh, but where are my manners? I am Timo. I am a shepherd. I graze my orcs here because nobody comes here. Oh, I must go to Vaqiri. I must tell my people a Shaper has come at last. Tell me about Vaqiri. It is our humble village, he points east. It is that way, not far, not far. I should tell them a Shaper has come at last. Our home is humble and small, but with no Shapers around, we did what we could. Look, I've been stranded on this island. How can I get off of it? Do you know why this island was abandoned? I have no idea. You should go to Vaqiri. There are many there wiser than me. I should go there now. They should know there's a Shaper among us. Wait, there are no other Shapers here? Timo grows even more nervous. I do not know. You are the only one. You are the Shaper. You have returned, and we can serve. He seems somewhat reticent about saying that last word. If you need food or a safe place to rest. Though you may not be a Shaper, but a guardian or agent, I'm a Shaper. All three sects are generally referred to by the outside world as Shapers. Do you mind me hunting your orcs? That's right. You had better serve me, or you will be disciplined harshly. Look, I do not require your total obedience. I only need to leave this island. We'll go with that one. Timo looks incredibly relieved. It's probably Timo. I'm aware. I'm going with Timo. Just deal with it. Of course, we Serviles will be glad to help you in any way we can. It is our way. We thank you, mighty Shaper, for your kindness. Do you mind me hunting your orcs? No, not at all, Shaper. We are yours to do with as you will. His worried expression, however, indicates that he actually feels otherwise about the issue. I'll be moving on then. Yes, Shaper. Timo steps out of your way. Completely unsure what to do next. His entire world just changed in a moment. I'm not going to kill your orcs, dude. I mean, I could, but I'm not going to. I had my fill of orc hunting already at this point, so we good. Alright, it looks like we're going to go down this way. Now that you've crossed this zone, it has been cleared. You will be able to pass through it on the world map. If you want to review your notes or be reminded of your current quest, press the journal button. You will be able to review special items you have found, dialogue you have recorded, codexes you have learned, and quests that you have been given. I think I'm good. Alright, let's go. This is the end of the tutorial. You can now travel east to Vaqiri. start learning more about what has been happening on Susha Island, and hopefully begin to find your way off. All right. Am I ready to leave? You know I'm ready to leave. Okay. To Vaqiri, I guess. All locations you have learned about are displayed on the map. Let's just, again, take a moment and look at this beautiful, beautiful map. It is breathtaking. It's so nice. It's so cool. Look, there's a random village over here. Another one over here. Good times are had by all. Alright. You enter for the first time a colony of Serviles on Susha Island. There is a good deal of astonishment on both sides. The creations seem to have done well on their own. Much better than you would have suspected. They have moved into the Shaper ruins and made them their own. They have crops, shops, and guard patrols. The Serviles, in turn, are speechless. They have clearly been without Shaper influence for many years, and they have no idea how to react. They look overjoyed, relieved, and terrified at the same time. Most of all, though, they look expectant. They watch you carefully, gauging your every move, wondering how you are going to treat them. The power of the Shapers has always completely overwhelmed that of their creations. You, however, don't have the full power of the Shapers. You are weak, tired, untrained, and alone. Fortunately, they don't seem to know that. Well, that's interesting. Welcome to Vaqiri. Hey, where are you going? The Servile is working hard to grow small green vegetables. The Serviles are doing well considering the lack of human supervision. She bows. Welcome to my humble plot of land, Shaper. What are you raising? Just simple vegetables, not a creation, just ordinary food. You look closer and see that she is correct. I'm looking for information. Is there anyone here who can help me? You should talk to Learned Pinner. Piner? I don't know. She points to the northwest. She lives in the building back there in the woods. Never mind. I'll let you return to your work. Thank you, Shaper. You are very kind. I try to be. Oh, this one's got a sword. Look at this guy. You meet one of Vaqiri's guards. He is a Servile wielding an old, dented, but very sharp sword. The guard bows nervously. Greetings, Shaper. How may I assist you? What are you guarding against? Rogue creatures are common in the woods north and east of here. We never know when some of them will stumble into Vaqiri. Then we must kill them before they do harm. Where can I find aid and information? You should speak with Leader Kobar. He is in the feasting hall at the southwest corner of town. My dog is pretty excited too. Alright, I don't need any more assistance. Bows and continues on his way. Alright. Well, I don't know that I'm going to necessarily talk to buddy right now. So we have some people with names like Sensia or Sensha. The Servile woman is tending to the rows of pallets in this old hall. She looks up at you strangely. There is none of the expected awe and fear in her eyes. She looks at you as if you were merely another Servile. It is very strange. She says, I am Sensha, Sensha of the Awakened. I welcome you to our humble home, Shaper. Do all of you Serviles live in this hall? No, all of Vaqiri lives in your old buildings. Many of us live in these barracks, and others, those of rank and stature, live in the private homes. I choose to live here. I like to be close to my fellow Serviles. You Serviles speak very well. Who taught you to speak like that? She is slightly offended by the question. Who taught us? We did. After the Shapers left our side, we still knew how they spoke. We started to speak that way ourselves. We know that Shapers think very little of us. That is why I was awakened. Some of us, though, do not speak as well. They do not have aspirations. Who does not speak well? Well, if you meet Clackett, do not give too much weight to what he says or how he speaks. He is, well, he is one of us, but he is foolish and he speaks foolishness. Do not judge me worse because of him. Got another question. You said that you're awakened. What does that mean? We are a sect of Serviles led by the mighty Elhra? I guess? I'm not sure. We believe that we Serviles must stand up for ourselves, be proud, claim our intelligence and our birthright, and look to you Shapers as our equals. We know that many Shapers will not approve of this. We will accept the consequences of this. If you would like to learn more, you should speak to El-Khra. That's clearly the correct pronunciation of that. Alright, and tell me more about El-Khra. He is founder of the Awakened. He is our creator. He is old now. He was the first one to stand up and tell us that we should look out for ourselves. Shapers have abandoned us, and that made us free. You should speak with him. He lives to the east in the fortress past Watch Hill. What's your job in Vaqiri? El-Khra asked me to stay here and look after the Serviles here, to guide them. They are of the Awakened, but sometimes they return to their weak, old, Shaper-worshipping selves. Usually it is simple, but sometimes there are difficulties. Are you having difficulties now? She looks around to make sure nobody is eavesdropping. I suspect that there is a Taker spy in this village. The Takers are a dangerous rogue sect to the east. They want to foment rebellion against the Shapers, an ugly, pointless war. Sometimes they attempt to stir up trouble here. If you found the spy and brought him to my attention, the Awakened would thank you. Huh, okay. Well, that's all I have to ask you about for now. Alright, we got guards. We talked to Sensha. We have Inerti? I don't know what that was there. You know what? I think what we should, or probably could do, before we get ourselves into too much trouble, or too bogged down by all the different storylines and everything else, which we are absolutely going to do, and I don't mean bogged down in a bad way, but I'd like to get into a little bit more combat before we fully commit to going all through town. So I'm going to head to the next area, and we're going to try to get into a little bit of fighting, and then after that, we'll probably break off the episode, maybe fight a few more things at the start of the next one, and then we're going to move back here and take care of things. What I'd like to do before we leave, I really want to level up, but I don't think that we can just yet. No, we got a long way to go before we can level up. I'd like to get a little bit more essence and then make another creation, but I don't think we can do that right now. So I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to close this. I think the only thing we can still make is another Fiora. I'd like to be able to make a Thod and a Artila, but for now, it is what it is. So we're going to go down, and we're going to just go to the next area and hopes that we don't get got. Okay, the next area is Watch Hill, so we'll see how this goes. You enter the woods east of Vaqiri. It used to be more heavily settled by Shapers and then Serviles. Then the land was gradually abandoned and overgrown. Rogues have moved into the abandoned lands, inching closer and closer to Vaqiri. There is a road going through these woods. At least one Servile settlement must have survived out here. Alright, like I said, we could be getting ourselves into a lot of trouble, but I'm hoping that... Oh! Well, we just rolled right up on top of some dude. Oh, we got a quick action. We did not do a lot of damage there. Oh, but then we crit immediately after and made up for it. Not quite enough. Oh, he had a friend. Oh, he freaked out. Okay. There we go. Not enough. So these are what? Thods? Yeah, rogue Thodling. Okay. There we go. It looks like biting is a little bit better off than not biting. I think we can take him out. Oh, that was a mistake. Okay. Well. They baited me into a disastrous situation here. I'm gonna roll out on them and try to om-nom up on them a little bit. Take that guy down. We're gonna hit this guy with a firebolt. If we need to, we'll throw a heal, and we're probably gonna have to because I think they'll start freaking out if we don't throw a heal out. A big bite, follow-up bite. You know what? We're not gonna throw the heal yet. We're gonna wait. Next time we're throwing the heal. Because they can turn on you and do all sorts of terrible things. It's not great. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and we're going to use that. Put it up on you, and you're fully healed. And we used a little bit of our essence, a little bit of our mana, but we're feeling okay at this point. There's nothing on the ground there. I suppose we'll just keep walking around and checking stuff out, see if we can get into a couple more battles, and then we'll break off the episode. There's some sort of fort or something over here. You are at the entrance of Watch Hill, an old Shaper watchpost. It is a burrow under a large hill. From the top, guardians and agents keep watch over the surrounding lands, looking for rogues and other sources of trouble. The guards lived in the warrens underneath the hill. It is a common arrangement. However, these caverns have been taken over by savage rogues. The growls and grunts echo through the tunnels. Well, that seems dangerous. Oh, there's a guy right there. Let's go ahead and breathe some fire up on him. A little double action there. Our little quick strike. He did. Wasn't really after him. I want to look. Oh God. Oh, well, too late now. Like I said, I sort of wanted to just kind of, not poke the bear. Not really get myself into a lot of trouble, but, kind of see how this all worked out. Okay, we got a double swing, which is good, because if we didn't, that would have gone badly. I'm going to step back, and, yeah, we'll take a shot. Alright, so we're going to start getting beat up on here. Oh, he done freaked out. Alright, hopefully he recovers. Because we definitely need him back in the fray. Oh, we didn't take him down. Oh, this is not good. Oh, no. Don't run up that way. Oh, God. Oh, this is bad. I'm going to run here. 7. I'm going to throw a heal on you. Okay, you're able to come back in. We'll step you here, and then I'm going to have you breathe fire on this. Oh, he's still freaked out. He's still running. He's like, day I'm running in. Okay, we're going to do this. We're going to throw a heal. You know what? I'm not going to throw a heal. I'm just going to hit this guy with some knowledge. My knowledge is fire. And fire is power. Oh, he is super close to not being alive anymore. That's not great. Guess I do need to throw a heal. All our heal. Ow, I got punched in the face. Uh-oh. No. Don't walk in there. That is so dangerous. Please don't do that. Alright, we're going to step away. Well, I was trying to step away. It did not work. I'm going to stab him with my knife. I don't want to be in melee combat. Please stop hitting me. Come on. Okay. I hit him with a firebolt. Did not end him. Oh my God, we're still getting mollywopped by these guys. This is not great. Alright. Let's take you down. Let's go ahead and hit you. Step away. I think I have to throw a heal on myself. I mean, I don't have to, but I want to. Alright. There's a hit there. We're going to double down on some awesome. Go ahead and smack this guy. We're going to scooch down and hit you with some knowledge. And missed. And then you missed. And then our lizard boys did not miss. Well, that's good at least. Alright, let's get out of combat. That was pretty scary, I'm not going to lie. A lot closer than I was expecting. We pulled way more enemies than I anticipated. It did not go well. But in the end, we were successful in our endeavors there, so I guess I'll accept it. Alright, I just want to kind of wander through here real quick to see if anything like maybe snuck in while we were doing other things. I don't know. Take a peek inside. Yeah, no, I think we're good. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, I think that is going to do it for this particular episode. I really hope you guys enjoyed. I'm having a lot of fun playing this. A lot of folks seem to be checking out the Let's Play series and enjoying their time, so that's always a bonus. It's always good to have people liking what you're doing, so good times. Anyway, stick around the channel, guys and gals, for more to come. If you enjoyed, always, again, like the video, subscribe to the channel. You know the stuff. Well, folks, till the very next episode, I have been your host, Bumpy McSquigums. Thank you so much for stopping by the Freak Show. Always remember, we play, we fight, we conquer.